going to talk about those people who want to position themselves. Well, the name of it is Position Yourself for a Relationship. And the word positioning means to angle yourself, to create your angle to get what it is you want. Like they say, your position in the marketplace. What is your unique niche? What is your, how are you going to, they say, how are you going to position yourself? You go, what's unique about you? So what we're going to do is position ourselves to get what we want. Getting in position simply means that you're in a place to get what it is that you want. And many people want relationships in the new year. And so what we're going to do today is it's going to be short, it's going to be sweet. But what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about what you need to do to be, so this time next year, you're in a relationship. You're in a healthy, happy relationship. So that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to keep it short. We're going to keep it meaningful. And then we're going to be out. All right. So I'm Ken Canion, and I am your host of Love, Lust, and Lies. And I'm going to give you 3 ways. And I'm going to tell you 3 ways. And if you're not in a relationship and you want to be in a relationship, even if you are in a relationship, there are things that you can do. Number one is make room for the relationship. Make room for the relationship. See, the truth is, y'all, many of us who say we want a relationship, we have no room in our life for a relationship. You don't have room for a relationship. You don't have the time. You're not willing to make the time. Like, I'll give you something this lady said one time. And I listen to a lot of people. I read a lot of books. And this lady was talking about manifesting in the law of attraction. And she said something so powerful one day. She said, I realized something, that I didn't make room for having a relationship. And she said, the truth, and let me tell you what she said. She said, I had a garage, I had a car, and I parked in the middle of the garage. And she thought one day, I don't have room for another car to be in this garage. And so here's what she did. What she did was, she said, I started parking on one side of the garage, imagining someone else's car on the other side of the garage. She said, my closet, I had so many clothes and I took up the whole closet. She said, I reduced my clothes and I started putting them in a drawer as though it was another person there. So all that is raising your vibrational frequency. I'm going to talk about a lot of that in the upcoming new year. And I've helped people raise their vibrational frequency. Vibrational frequency is nothing but what you think about and how you attach emotion to it. When you do that in a simultaneous manner and based on what you want, you actually raise it, because the truth is we're all nothing but energy. If you look at the human genome, we're energy, y'all. And you're raising your energy. And the truth of the matter is, whether you believe this or not, it is not contrary to religion or anything. Do the research. Long story short, 1 year later, this lady was actually married, because what she did was she made room in her life for someone else. What we don't do, many of you are not willing to make room in your life for a relationship. If it happens, it happens. I'll try to fit it in. I don't have time. And whenever you say that, you will have what you say you will have. Number 2, the second thing is let me write that. I wrote this down. All right. Second thing is this. You have to make a decision. The word decision means to cut off other options. You have to make a decision that I am going to change one area of my life. Now, notice I didn't say 12 things, 10 things, 8 things. I did not say any of them. I said, you make a decision. You cut off any other options. Decide. I decide to change one area in my life. Now, what is that going to do, Ken? You say, I want to change one area as it pertains to relationships. I might want to change one area, the way I communicate. I might want to change the people I'm hanging around. I might want to empower myself by going back to school. I want to change one area in my life. Why is that important? It's important for this reason. Because here's the thing. What people don't realize is when you make a decision for you, about you, What happens is now there is a vibrational frequency of self-love and self-acceptance that goes along with that. See, if I make a decision to change myself, that means I have to put energy, time, space created for myself. That means I have to be willing to do something that exhibits to me, to my subconscious mind, that there is a level of love for me, a level of self-acceptance for me, because I'm willing to improve me. See, that's why people who are into self-development, they do more, because what you do tells your subconscious mind you love yourself. Y'all, I'm not saying go around telling yourself you love yourself, because a lot of you don't love yourself, right? You've been told negative things about yourself. Okay, now, y'all, I already got thrown off because QL talking about, I can only assume that when you say position yourself, you do not mean facing the pillow. No, I don't, QL. I don't. You know what? So anyway, so that level of self-acceptance, see, your mind does not go on what you say. You could tell yourself all day, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself, and your mind and your subconscious ain't buying it. It's not buying it because you've been telling yourself for the longest that nobody ain't gonna love me, I don't love myself, So what you do is to change that, the mind has to see you do corresponding behaviors to the person that loves themselves. So if a person loves themselves, this is what they would do. They would empower themselves. And so here's the thing, y'all. I tell all my students, you cannot, people will only love you or accept you to the degree that you love or accept yourself. How can you expect somebody to accept all of you and you don't accept all of you? All right? There are things about me I want to change, but I love all of me. Do you see what I'm saying? And so you have to be willing. You have to be willing to do something. So what helps you do this? So if I told you, I go through this whole deep synopsis of why you need to empower yourself, you'd be like, oh, okay. But if I tell you to change one thing, if I tell you to change one thing about yourself, that's more palatable. Okay, then you're like, okay, I changed one thing about myself. Focus on it. I decide to do it. Do you see what I'm saying? And then the second thing, now you're positioning yourself. You might say, what the heck does that have to do with relationship? I explained it to you. Because now, you cannot be in an effective, successful relationship unless there is an element of success, self-acceptance and self-love. Now, I'm not saying you gotta love yourself. I know there are things about you may not. I get it. But the more you do, the more you have the foundation for a successful relationship. That's just your boy's opinion. All right, and number 3, and last but not least, you want to position yourself for a relationship? Make your intention known. Say it. Say it. Write it down. Write it down. Put it on your mirror. Write it in your journal. Make your intention known to your subconscious mind. So whenever, I don't know if you watched The Secret before. I don't know if you've watched it before, but the movie The Secret was talking about the law of attraction. And one of the things somebody was saying that I don't know who it was because I read so much. It was saying that when you make your intention known, the universe, spirit, God, whatever you want to call it, says, I'm going to conspire. Everything conspires to help you reach what you want. But you have to make it known. And Christian faith and what I believe says confess it. Say it. Confess what you believe. Confess what you want. All right? And it's the same thing as making your intention known. Make it known. Make it known to God. Make it known to your subconscious mind. And then I'll teach you how to do the corresponding behavior that solidifies, conditions you to that thought process. And once you're conditioned to, I can have it, I will have it, and it's coming soon, you will have it. That's just that simple, y'all. And that's that's the difference. All right? Y'all, I told y'all gonna be short today. Position yourself. All right, y'all. I'm out. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. And until next week, I'm Ken Canion. Remember, every journey starts with one step. Take yours today. Peace.